Hey everybody, it's Lori Broccoloni here with HappyNaturalHorse.com, and today I'm going to talk about December's bonus deal, and I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story of a little pet peeve that I have in the horse industry, and I don't know if you've experienced it or not. At one point or another, I know some of you have, where you've sent your horse to a horse trainer thinking that they were going to take care of it, and the horse came back injured or malnourished, or they just, they were injured, or they weren't fed properly, they got sick, things happened to them, lost weight, and that's a big peeve of mine, and especially with these really big barns and very famous trainers. I know a lot of famous trainers out there that do not check equine pain points at all, and could care less if the horse is, hey Kathy, is in pain. There are some good trainers out there that do check, hey Shirley, they do check the pain points, or they check and make sure that the horse is sound, that the horse is healthy before they take on a horse for training. But those people are very few that I have found in the horse industry. They're really just looking out for that paycheck, that monthly check, and they could care less, or they know it all. And those are the ones where the horses were practically starved to death, beaten to death into submission by withholding the food. And I know many stories. Of course, I can't name the trainers because my mouth has already gotten me in trouble. And I'm no longer allowed at the expos because of it. So, the bonus for this. So, grooms. Your job is to check that horse out. If you go to the track, I'm just amazed how many people own horses and don't even know how to check a horse's legs. And I remember going to the track. I was there for a couple of years. I raced once, naturally, and I learned tons, but I got in a lot of trouble with my mouth because I was natural. I refused to do any kind of shots or Lasix, and they hated my feeding program. It was horrible. But what I did learn is those grooms really do know how to check legs. They know, like my daughter could get on a horse and she will tell you left, right leg. She will tell you teeth. She will tell you hips. She will tell you withers. She knows exactly where that horse is out. Okay. But so many people, especially the big trainers, that, they give these, clinics, and they give these symposiums at all these horse expos, and they have these horses go in the ring, and it's just horrible watching it because the horse is out in his ribs, or his withers are out, or there's something going on, and they care less. They really could care less, and it's sad. It's sad in our industry. So for grooms, it's your responsibility to make sure that the horse is right. Hey Jean, how you doing? And Karen, we all know well about the trainers, don't we? But we won't mention it. So anyways, so grooms, this bonus is for everybody, but for grooms, it's really important that you really check that horse out for that trainer. Hopefully, it's saying it's weak now, so I'm going to have to talk fast because of, you could do a video on, this is a side, I'm segueing right here. You could do a video with somebody, a video chat, and you won't get disconnected at all. But you do a live feed and you got a stupid weak thing. That's ridiculous. But let's get on with the bonus. All right, so this month only in December, if you buy How to Identify and Release Your Horse's Pain Points, and it comes with, it comes with the DVD. Let me get it. Hold on. It comes with the DVD, okay, stuck inside there. And you buy the Natural Equine Remedies book, okay. My horse here is helping me out. It's too cold to be outside with my horses. Okay. Now, not only if you get, okay, this is a deal because that's $50 on my website, okay. But this month only, for the whole month of Christmas, if you guys can share this, would be great. Let everybody know, especially if you know somebody that works at a horse barn. They will get the Stress Point Release DVD, and the stress point chart. Now, why is this chart so important? Okay, this chart's important because after you release the horse's pain points, there are muscle spasms. I'll show you on him. Along the neck area. Okay, this is where the blood flows, and the blood flows to the muscles. Okay, and the blood heals. It's a healing. Blood heals. Okay, so, but what happens is with the stress points, even if you do the releases, you're going to find that the horse may be a little stiff, and if he is, it's probably because there's a knot in that blood vessel, and it's not like a blood clot, but it's just like a knot, and you need to release it, and you just use your fingers. It's real easy to do, and you'd be surprised how relaxed the horse's neck will get once you find, these points. And the DVD shows you exactly what to do, how to release them, how to use it. It's very well detailed. It's well worth the money, and that's your bonus. Okay, that's your bonus for this month of December. So buy both books, which is a deal anyway because they're $50, and then you get the stress point release DVD with the chart. Okay, and many times Jack McGregor, that's his name, who wrote it, he's passed now. And he will state, and it's true because I found it. I mean, I've gone to big barns to work on horses after a chiropractor has been there, after acupuncture has been there, after, hi Roberto, after a massage therapist has been there. Now, a lot of massage therapists do the stress point release, but a lot of them don't because some of the schools have stopped teaching it because I guess he's passed on. And it's ridiculous because you could use anything, okay? Including, I found the laser, and you still won't get the release from the stress point. You need those stress points. They need to be released along the neck area and along the wither area, especially if your horse, if you're grinding down and doing a lot of dressage. So, those are my deals for Christmas. I think it's a really good deal, and I would really check out your trainers if you guys are thinking about sending your horse out to a trainer. I would definitely go see the facility. There are some good trainers out there that do look for lameness, and they do stay on your feeding program. But and those are the ones you need, okay, and that will work with you. But I would not, if they argue with you at all. Hi, thanks, Jeannie. If they argue, then you're going to get the stress point, and you're going to love it. And if you have horses, you're going to love it too. You have horses, Jeannie? You have horses? It's just really sad. I mean, I was offered to train this one horse for a really good client of mine, and I told her I would take him in. It'd be no big deal, and be on my program. But she saw this guy, and he was into natural and all this stuff, so she sent him down to someplace in Virginia. Good, Jeannie. Your horses will love it. So, and it was really sad because she fought with this guy over his feeding program and everything. The horse was perfectly sound. It was about almost 1,100 pounds when it went there. And she sent me a picture, and she says, "Oh, don't put it on the internet, blah, blah, blah." That horse was down to almost 800 pounds. He was skin and bones. It was horrible, and he had definitely went off the feeding program. It was awful, and it just broke my heart. It just broke my heart. And I will say this, if anybody knows Colleen Kelly, biomechanics riding, I met her at the Horse Expo, and she's a wonderful person. She's a lovely person. I love her to death. And I met with her up there, and I said, "Look, I really want to show you my pain points because there's so many horses out in this ring that are, lame, hurting in pain." And you know what? She's just like, she flipped out. And she was like, "Lori, I see it every day, but I have to keep my mouth shut because the owners get upset or the trainers get upset. The people that are micromanaging the horse get upset. I mean, really? You're letting your horse go in there and wringing his tail and jerking his head up high, and he's letting you know that he has pain points and he has stress points that are out that need to be done." And she's a trainer too. I mean, she's a teacher in riding, but she sees it every day. And she voices a little bit of her opinion, but she doesn't know it. She doesn't, You know, well, she knows that the horse is off and that the horse needs something, you know, but most of the time she has learned to keep her mouth shut because people, you know, say, ah, it's my horse. I can do what I want. You know, I know what I'm doing. He saw the chiropractor yesterday. I mean, chiropractors are good, but they can be bad too. You know, you only need to learn where the pain points are and the stress points. Now, the nutrition book, okay, you guys, the nutrition book here, this was written because you guys asked me so many questions about colic and ulcers and feeding programs. And so it's got everything in there. From laminitis, it's got remedies for laminitis, arthritis, bowed tendons, bruises on the heels. Hey, Lexi, how you doing? How's your baby? You know, it shows you like the feeding program. You see a horse. Now that's a horse on the top before and after. Okay. So it shows you where the kidney points are, the liver points are, the ulcer points. It shows you where the ulcer points are. It shows you how to douse for your horse. And they douse for water, you guys. They still douse for water in 2016. Okay, so there's the ulcer point. Okay, this horse here is a thoroughbred. He's on my feeding program. Okay, he's just on hay pellets, Big Sky Minerals, and High Track, and that's it. He's doing wonderful. So, oh, I'm glad she's doing great. I hope your schooling's doing great. So, anyhow, get the book, both books, save yourself some money, and you get your free chart, and share this video with somebody that, thank you, Michelle. I hope you bought both of them because you really need both of them. Hey, Gordy, how you doing? You guys have any questions? I'll stay on. I wanted to put a horse in the picture, so I got my statue out because it's freezing outside, and I have to go in a little bit to go get some round bales. But I wanted to make this video, and then I wanted to talk about trainers, you know, and be careful out there, people. Really be careful. I mean, and go out there. Go out there once or twice a week. See what's happening with your horse, you know, and if you don't like it, yank it. Or put it in there that, you know, mandatory that the horse has to be on your program, your feeding program, or they're not going to get your business. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm just trying to do, is just share my knowledge, you know, just share what I've gone through over the years with people and horse trainers, and you know, if anything, they need the book, but they have, like I told Colleen, their noses are so far up, they won't see it. You know, they're blind. It's sad to the horse industry, but horse owners, they're more open because they care about their horses. They love their horses, and they don't want their horses to be in pain. So buy both books, get your stress point one, your chart for the month of December 2016. Bye, everybody. Love you guys. Bye.